Hey everyone, this is Andrew from the First Fret Lessons, and here's a perfect fingerpicking pattern for the beginners. If you want to get into fingerpicking but you seem to find it really complicated, or you can't play things like this yet, this really easy pattern will help you a lot. It will help you get into it, understand the basics, and you can continue on your own from here. So let's get right into it. So what's the hardest thing about fingerpicking for beginners? You have to play a bass and a solo at the same time. Things like this. Your thumb moves on its own while you play something with the rest of your fingers, and it's really hard to wrap your head around that at the first time. So this is why I recommend to start with this pattern, because you still got independent thumb, which play bass notes, and really easy melody. I wouldn't even call it a melody with the rest of your fingers. So let's start with the C chord, and that's it. It's 5, 3, 4, 2. It's really important to count 1, 2, 3, 4 and stomp with your foot. And your thumb always plays the bass note with your foot or with the metronome, if you practice with the metronome. So 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Your thumb has to be really consistent, and if you are not consistent, if you are not on time, your pattern will sound really bad. And between these two bass notes, 5th and 4th string, you play just 3rd and 2nd. You can play everything with just your index finger, or you can use others. If we're talking about classic blues guitarists, they usually play only with their 2 fingers, but choose however you like. And if you get tired of playing this, here's what you can do. The second time you can finish with the 1st string, open E. Or you can start with it. You can play it sometimes. Like this. Alright, the next chord I played in my progression is A minor. You play the same pattern. Once again, it's really important to stay consistent, especially when you are changing the chords. Practice only with your bass notes, if you need, because the bass is the most important part of all of it. Then let's get to the G chord. Alright, here's a slight change. Our bass on G chord is 6th and 4th string. Like this. The rest is the same. You can play it like this, G5 or major chord. Let's stick to major chord for now. So then let's go to the D chord. You cannot make any variations here really, because we got no string here. So our D pattern is like this. You can use your thumb and play an F sharp on the 6th string. Something like this, but be careful with it. However, what I did in my playthrough, I just played a D sus4 one time. So here's your pattern. Once you get comfortable with it, you can start doing some hammer-ons, pull-offs, like something like this. Experiment and have fun with it. So what you can do is take any song you know, or some of your own songs, and try to play chords like this. Let's take the Beatles song Let It Be, for example, because everyone knows it. We got C chord, G chord, A minor, and F. And you can play it with this pattern. It's a good way to practice this pattern and starts with the fingerpicking. And I hope it will be useful to you and you'll have no trouble continuing in this great style of playing.